doing? I've got a bit of fear around sharing this morning because it kind of harks back to I don't know if you ever wrote poems as a teenager and you felt like they were really profound and they expressed how you felt and the pain, and then you might have read them out loud to somebody and somebody's like, yeah, it's a bit shit. I am not professing that this is going to be life-changing, but the reason that I'm trying is because I shared this blog post yesterday with my email newsletter and on here as kind of fancy graphics, and later down the line it may become a podcast as well. And firstly, I really believe in repurposing content, because if you create something just because you've posted it once and 2 people see it, it's a lot of effort and it's a lot of heart and soul going into what you're sharing, and so there needs to be more people who can experience that to have that sort of reciprocity and that payoff. And secondly, I don't want the fact that you don't have time to read a blog post or be on Instagram to hinder your progress. I know that so much is going on at the moment. We're pulled in all kinds of different directions. So if you can listen to this and come back to it if you want to, whilst you're cooking the dinner, or, when you're trying to get your baby to sleep, whatever it might be, I hope that there might be a few nuggets. Anyway, without further ado, here we go. I'm going to be because I haven't memorized it, obviously, so I'm going to be keep flitting between the two. I last wrote to you, my email newsletter, on the 12th of March, 2021. Consistent email marketing, right there, Nikki. The thing is, despite not actively marketing, as the experts would say, my business has grown. I've always spread my marketing energy, which I know sounds like a contemporary dance that you would choreograph for GCSE drama, across many platforms. But in 2021, I've really had to focus on what I could do and what I could do. So the podcast has been consistent and grown, and so many of my clients have renewed their work with me, and it's been lovely to go deeper with them. Instagram pretty much went out the window until last week. I didn't have the headspace to consume it, nor was I feeling creative. Actually taking time away to rest has rejuvenated me. In summary, here's a little update and maybe some things to consider, ponder, etc. for your personal brand or business. Number 1, out. Believing that the answer is out there. I've consumed a lot of content over the last 10 years, and there will always be a shiny new thing, technique, or one of my least favorite words, a hack. In. Taking the time and the space to plan, listen, reflect, refine, connect. This has happened in my notebooks, at my desk, in the middle of the night, in the woods, on the heath, on a run, in the supermarket, in the shower, etc., etc. Number 2, out. Putting my pressure on myself to do all of the things at once. I know there will always be a Daily Mail article with a supermum who has 8 children, a global company, and looks immaculate whilst having sex 9 times a day. But that is not me. Well, not every day on the 9 times a front. Ha ha ha. I hope you can, yeah. In. Knowing and trusting I have time. I know we all said that 2020 was going to be the best decade ever, but we can revise that jubilant statement. We have time. If you're not a 7-figure business owner yet, blah, blah, or something of that vibe, it's all right. You will be someday, if you choose. Out. Being busy. I do not like being or doing all of the things. I don't want to overschedule. It makes me tired and stressed. In. Really going all in on what's important and what I actually want to do. Also, working for me doesn't mean sitting at my desk like a studious person for 8 hours per day. I actually work less and I earn more. Out. Low energy. Feeling stuck. Foggy head. Overwhelm. Anxiety. See? All the stuff's coming up. In. Feeling good is the goal. But this is the moment. This is maybe the one thing that you might take away from this. Feeling good is the goal, but it doesn't happen unless I create it and prioritize it. And it is not a selfish act. So for me, this means moving, and not just when I feel like it. Getting my heart rate up every single day. 10,000 steps and a minimum of 10 minutes of yoga every day. Because if I can't lie on a mat for 10 minutes a day and don't have time for that, what am I doing with my life? Water, so much water. Greens, regular treats, but less sugar. Early nights, books, telly, sofa, bras that actually fit me. Sorry if you've just joined. Skincare, walking alone, big chats with those that I love. So how about you? Those are a few of my ins and outs and Shake It all about. I would love to hear what you've taken away from this, if anything, and what you are interested in bringing in and what you are sending out as well. So if you've just joined and you're like, it's a bit weird that you're looking here, there and everywhere, I've just read a blog post out loud and you can take it. And that's what part of my mission going forward is, to make my content really accessible so you can get it when you need it. Blog posts are really lovely. I love writing in long form, but they're not practical always. You don't necessarily have time to sit and digest and things like that. And sometimes you need to see a real life person sharing it, because I write my own content. I always have done. It's probably something, famous last words, but it's probably something that I won't outsource, because I feel when people have a relationship with me in terms of a coaching relationship, or they buy a product from me or something like that, for me, it needs to have that. I'm a real life person. I'm never going to do that. Hi, first name. We're really personal with each other. Yet not. That's where we are today. Thank you so much for being with me. And if you want to go back and view it, I'm going to save it now so you've got it whenever you need it. All right, I've got a client, so I've got to run, but sending lots of love.